Hello there. Welcome to Book Talk. I'm your host, Anthony Mwerore. At Book Talk, we get to have an author come and tell us about their book. And today we have a great guest with us that I'm going to bring him on. And I'm wondering, are you one who is always concerned about your cash flow and especially about increasing your cash flow? Now, the guest that we have here has a book with just those advices, the advice on how to increase your cash flow while drinking coffee. And I'm not the one to talk about it. I have the guest with us. Welcome to the show, Albert Corey.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Anthony, for having me on this awesome show you have. Even before the pre roll, I learned so much from you, Anthony. So thank you for having me on. The world who's watching you has a gift. So, everybody watching this on my YouTube, Facebook, Instagram channels, you need to follow Anthony because he's definitely the man of gems to take you to the next level.
Whoa, what an honor to hear that from you. And also a great honor to be here on this podcast talking about your book, Increasing Your Cash Flow While Drinking Coffee. And I won't take much time because I want to learn much more on that. And also, the listener and the viewer wants to learn much more on that. But before we get into that, we'd love to know, where is Albert? Who is he? And then we are going to dive into the book much later on.
Oh, well, my name is Albert Corey. I've been located and based in the Miami area, Hialeah, Florida, for almost all my life. You see, when I started out, you can Google Albert Corey. I have two Amazon bestsellers. Speak on national business stages. Worked with over 25,000 business owners to save them $60 million. But I didn't start out this way. You see, when I started out, I was fat, I was bullied, picked on. Remember, this was in the 60s and 70s, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Even my father didn't believe in me. So that's why I started my programs. That's how I started my tax programs. And that's why I started Instant Profit Activators, where we show simple accounting and marketing to take your business to the next level.
Mm, that's great. And you forgot to say that you love coffee.
Oh, yeah. And,
That's
and,
my
and
guess.
and let me tell you, I know this is a book show, but let me tell you how the book came about.
Yeah.
You know, During the tax season, we're open from 9 to 9, 7 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
So if anybody who follows me on Facebook or goes, if you can run the scroll, acorey.com, I pretty much do all my social media, all my marketing while I'm drinking coffee, having breakfast in the morning. So
Mm-hmm.
this is a compilation of all my little ninja tricks that I did to grow my business. The
Mm-hmm.
best part about all my ninja tricks, Anthony, is it all can be done and while you're drinking coffee, having breakfast, and under 10 minutes a day. I don't know
Oh,
about you, but I want everybody who's watching this to put a one in the chat. Everybody has 10 minutes a day to market your business, right, Anthony? You can
yeah.
find a way. That's like the
Mm.
time it takes to wait in line to get your coffee at a store. Anywhere you go, you could probably market your business in 10 minutes a day or less.
Whoa, 10 minutes. I thought someone was saying put an hour a day and plan it to market and grow your business. Now you tell us that it's only taking 10 minutes to grow my business on a daily basis.
You can market your business in 10 minutes a day.
Wow, that's cool. And we are going to learn that from you. So dive us into the book, Increase Your Cash
Okay.
Flow.
What cash flow does is we're going to show you the ninja tricks.
Okay.
Part of ninja trick number one is when you're on Facebook, Instagram, and your social media, okay, it's a noisy place. So you have to stop the scroll. That's
Mm-hmm.
one of my tips is you have to stop the scroll because it's a noisy place. Now,
Yeah.
how do you stop the scroll is I show people how you can take a picture, put a GIF on it, and guess what happens, Mr. Anthony? It's
What?
a video.
Oh.
I become probably one of the world's best experts on a program called InShot. where I can show people how you take pictures.
Mm-hmm.
You have a shot, and it costs about $19. You put a little GIF, a little blinky, and boom, it's a video. You could take pictures off your phone and add a video, and boom, you're done. Anybody who follows me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, most of that stuff is done like in under 10 minutes, unless I'm doing a long form video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I was looking quickly at your book and the way that you've arranged it. I mean, and your chapters are short words. They're, I mean, just like
Short
you're
and
going
sweet,
quick,
brother.
short and quick, just like you are going about talking about 10 minutes. You talk about business cards. Tell us about business cards. That's a topic by itself. That's a
Okay,
title, a chapter.
simple. Okay, I could show you. I don't have one in front of me
Okay.
without disrupting the screen. But
Mhm.
business cards is still, guess what? It's still the most effective way of marketing. Okay,
Mm.
it's the most low cost. Anybody says you can't start a business, you're wrong. I mean,
Mhm.
I can show you in our class how I took one business card, and guess what? I made probably $40,000 to $50,000
Mm.
because what you got to do, you got to turn it into a question. Like
Mhm.
mine says, the 3 reasons why a corporation. I mean, Anthony, has anybody ever asked you, do you have a business card? Correct?
Yeah.
Well, the trick is on it. You got to turn a business card and you got to ask the most important question.
Mm-hmm.
Got it? So if you ask a question, like mine is 5 reasons up a corporation. All right. Now people are going to say, if it's your ideal target market, your pure avatar, a qualified lead, they're going to say, hey, Albert, how do you open up a corporation? Bam. It's a qualified lead.
Mm. Mm-hmm. So a business card there.
Yes. So
Okay.
So
Yeah.
$40. I mean, I don't know how much it is, but you can buy. I mean, there's also a little bit more to signs of don't use the cheap Vista cards,
Yeah.
okay, and don't make them overcrowded. And that's in
Mm.
my class, Instant Profit Activators. We show you, all the ninja tricks to make business cards effective.
Oh yeah. Thanks that you mentioned about the class, because when you are talking, you mentioned about a class, and I was wondering, do you teach? What do you teach? How do you teach?
Yes.
Tell us so that someone could find
Okay.
out now here.
Well, if you want, we got like 2 classes running simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who wants just a do-it-yourself, you can go to class.taxmanprofit.com, and it's a teachable class. It's a self class, and it's a do-it-yourself. And in there, it's also having we have a mastermind class that I teach every week. And most of the videos so far are uploaded there. So you get everything I teach on my master classes,
Mm-hmm.
plus some other tips along the way.
Okay. Another chapter in your book is titled Email.
Yes.
Tell us.
Email is not dead. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, what happened this year is email is still effective marketing. What I realized since we wrote the book was you have to do what I call story emails.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A story email is you're not going to put, hey, this is how you write a book. You make people feel good. You write 100-word story, just like a
Okay.
story.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end, if you have any questions, please call me. And this season, we sent an email out and I made $7,000 in 3 days.
That's good.
I mean, considering that my average client on taxes only pays me $150,
Mm-hmm.
it's not bad for 3 days work and one email.
That's quite cool. That's quite cool. And let me ask you, how do you grow your email list?
Well, part of it is it's my clients coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Part of it is I would tell everybody another way to grow your list is everybody needs a text opt-in. So do you do a lot of people in the States, Anthony? Where are most of your books people located in the States, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. So I would tell you need to go. Part of what we coach on is I have 2 systems. The best one I have, it's a funnel system. So if you text Taxman to 26786, I'm gathering all your information and it's a funnel.
Ah.
So it's going to have you're going to get 7 emails.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And, one of them is going to be a free consultation. One of
Mm-hmm.
them is going to be signed to my list. And I got your
Mm-hmm.
email to go into an autoresponder network.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and thank you for that. Uh, and then you have another chapter in that book, Increase Your Cash Flow While Drinking Coffee. The chapter is known as Events.
Oh, events, dude. That's the key to success. Events is where everybody's got to show up. Okay. You show up to an event, you're going to meet people. I mean, I met so many people. I speak on national stages. What I would tell you is every single event you see on Facebook, there's so many virtual, you show up, and showing up is you meet people. But here's another thing, Anthony, you have to go VIP. Rule number 1, you go VIP. Why? Because now you're playing with the players. You're playing with the serious players
Mm-hmm.
of the planet who go VIP. Can I tell you a funny VIP story along the way?
Please do.
Okay. Do you know who Grant Cardone is, right?
Yeah, we know. We all know him. He's talking
By the way,
everywhere.
here's a funny story. What's the
Okay.
difference between Grant Cardone and Albert Corey?
Now we can only hear that from you.
Okay. You know what it is? You can still
What
talk
is
to
it? Sorry?
You can still talk to me.
Oh, yeah.
Grant, you can't talk to. So now, why do you go VIP? Here's the best story, true story. About 4 or 5 years ago, we had that big event in Marlins Park in Miami, the baseball stadium.
Okay.
Right? There's about 35,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
There's different prices from $19, and I live in Miami, so I've been to that ballpark plenty of times. $19 were in the nosebleed seats. The $4,000 you're on the floor. Okay, and there was one 20,000, but it was middle of tax time, so I didn't do the high one, which would have been better. Point is that on the VIP tickets, I met so many people that it became my friends, and we are partners and doing deals together.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the problem when you don't go VIP. The people that don't go VIP, you're not going to do deals with. I mean, I ended up, a case study is one of my clients that I met through Grant Cardone did the $19.
Okay.
I asked him, how many deals did you get? None. How many did I get? I ended up working with about 7 to 8 people that are still my clients because, we're walking around. They see me. They see my badge. They see me showing up as VIP, showing up to events, and you start becoming friends. Non-VIP people do not take action. The tip of the day is VIP people are your friends and family that are going to take action you'll go down, you'll go to war, put the expression, you'll go to war together to climb the top of the mountain.
Wow. That's quite an insight, quite a big insight. And I am going to agree with you, and especially when we talk about events. Let me confess, or maybe you can't recall, but we met first at an online event before we came to this episode.
Really?
You can't recall?
Dude,
If we connected on Speakers Playhouse. Do you know it?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm on there every day.
That's where we first met.
Anthony, that's why I'm in a hurry. Not in a hurry because it's on at 1:30. And that's why I remember I always wanted to have it in the morning. Because Thursdays I do Speakers Playhouse. Every Thursday.
Yes.
There's another one. If you follow me on Facebook, that goes right afterwards. That awesome people.
Okay.
It's if you text me or hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick.
Okay.
It's called Speakers Theater.
Okay.
It's run by Power Team International, the people I speak on. Let me see if I can get speakers.
So I quite agree with your statement that yes, events do work, and now you bring in that other insight that someone listening to this either now or in the future.
Can I give you another tip? Now we're on Speakers Playhouse, and there's another one. If you Google Speakers Theater, not Speakers, go on Facebook. It's from Power Team. It's at 3 o'clock Eastern. Can I tell you another ninja trick I'm going to teach everybody?
Yeah, please tell us.
So now here's another ninja trick that I'm going to teach everybody is if you're on it, by the way, I have a real office. So if you hear the phone ringing, because this is real. Okay. This isn't a studio.
Would you be willing to answer it in public?
No, it's because I got people who answer the phone. I never answer the phone anymore. Okay.
Because I thought you're so dynamic, so I was going to give you the freedom
why?
to do
why I don't answer the phone? Because 98% of the calls, that's why I got my buddy Susie in the front. They have to be the gatekeeper. 98% are cold callers.
Oh, okay.
So she's my gatekeeper.
Now,
so
since the phone went off, now you talked about speakers theater. Yes, we heard about that. I'm gonna look at it. I'll look for it.
Can I tell you another ninja trick, Anthony? Sorry, can I tell you another ninja trick?
Not before you talk about the phone in more detail, because the phone went off. To let us know that that's important.
Yeah. The phone goes off. And by the way, I'll give you a good tip. Tip number one is if you're a solo entrepreneur, and this is in the book, is you need to put a voicemail. Get a professional voice model on Fiverr for $30.
Okay.
Even if you're working at home, okay, and you're just a solo dude starting up, you need to get a voicemail from Fiverr done. You know why? Because I want the world to think you're the biggest player in the planet. So you might have a real job, but the world doesn't know that, because if you're working, you're going to get a voicemail that's, hi, you reached book sales. Book, whatever name it is. What's the name? Whatever the name of your thing is.
That's bookplacemedia.com.
You have reached bookplacemedia.com. We're helping our clients get their books out to the world. Please leave name and number, and we'll make sure your book is shown in more places than ever. Boom. What did just happen, Mr. Anthony? You could be working in your house. You could be homeless. The people don't know that. They think you're the #1 publisher in New York. All because of the voicemail, because there's so many stupid people who don't do that. They don't want to spend the $30 to make it while you're working. Everybody has to work. And even, and now you're the biggest person in the planet.
Beautiful. Now go to the other ninja trick that you wanted to go to before I cut you short.
God, so what I would teach people, if you're on a virtual event, okay, and somebody has a free gift, you get every free gift. Okay?
Every free gift.
Every free gift.
Okay.
Everyone.
Okay, I'm going to note that down. Okay. Every free gift.
Every free gift.
Okay.
Second tip is somebody gives you a call, free consultation, you click the button and call. Everyone. And I could tell you another story that happened. Another ninja trick, how that happened.
Now, before you go into that, I think we've got so much to cover. Now, I hope you're not diverting from this ninja trick that you've given us. How do I exploit the benefits of the free gift?
So here's what you do.
Yeah.
There's usually good content. You're going to learn something. I mean, you don't learn it all, but now you're in that. You get two advantages when you get the free gift.
Okay.
One, I call it, you're in that person's ecosystem. What I learned from Russell Brunson was, remember, by reading somebody else's email, I'm not saying plagiarize, by reading other people's emails copy, you're going to go, I didn't say plagiarize it. By reading their copy, it's going to push your brain, how you can work your, how that email, maybe they talk about YouTube videos. So now in your next email, you're going to put a YouTube video. One, you learn from their emails. Two, guarantee you, and that's going to lead to my next point, they're always going to give people a free complimentary call. Now, you might not want to buy nothing, but maybe you'll talk to the person to pick their brain, because they're all going to sell you something. Guarantee you there's a comp call to do a sale.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And three, let me tell you what happened. Another story about that. I
Yeah,
mean,
we love
I could
stories.
tell
Tell
you
us the
stories
story.
about everything.
Yeah.
The story on that was okay. So somebody put a thing. Kimberly from Speaker's Playhouse. She
Okay.
had a program she's going to sell. I clicked a button. I set an appointment, and guess what? I started talking to Kimberly. I first thing I said, Kimberly, I'm not going to buy nothing. I just did it to say hi to you. And she started laughing. Nobody's ever did that because you're a busy lady. The only way I can talk to you and say hi is to click this button. And we ended
Yeah.
up talking for an hour and a half, just talking. We became friends. And we
Oh,
ended up doing a project together because I clicked the button.
wow. Wow. That's quite. Oh, there's a busy person, but he say, okay, give me a call. Let's talk. And you just, I mean, let me put it this way. I've seen those buttons, and every time I see a button, I say, "Well, I know he's gonna sell me, so I'm not gonna go there." So I put them off. Now you tell me he invites me to sell to me, and then once we are in the together in the conversation, some things are gonna come up that are going to be uh, an eye opener. Maybe we could
Right?
strike a deal. You never know.
Never know. But
Uh-huh.
because you clicked it, and then, by the way, this book is full of them. And even since this book, there's some other new ones that I came up with.
Mm-hmm.
Another one was I don't know if you know who Greg Reed is or Bill Walsh.
I know.
Bottom line,
I don't know
okay,
either of them.
Google who they are. They're big people. I
Okay.
became friends with with Bill because when he had an event in Chicago when I went and I would speak on all his stages, I would buy him tea. I know he drank Starbucks tea. I bought him a tea.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're friends. But the best story about how I bought somebody a coffee, there's a guy named Greg Reed. Here's a
Okay.
good ninja trick about why you got to go and volunteer or go sometimes spend a couple of bucks.
Mm.
I met Greg a long time ago. I know who he is. He's an Amazon bestseller, 3 Feet from Gold. So I know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
I met now. There's gonna be two things that are gonna tie together. I met him at a Power Team event, right? I
Mm-hmm.
know he was, and I knew
Yeah.
to the slicks he's a speaker the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So I go, Mr. Reed, what do you drink in the morning? And he says, coffee, 6 sugars and 10 creams, or some crazy coffee offer.
Yeah.
Mr. Anthony, what do you think I gave him the next day?
That exact coffee with the 6 sugars and
Crazy
oh,
order.
yeah.
And guess what happened? I'll guarantee if you found Greg Reed, you say, do you know any good tax guys? Do you know who Albert is? Because I bought him the coffee. He said to
Mm-hmm.
me, hey, Corey, you're the only person in 15 years who ever bought me coffee. $6.
Six
And then
dollars.
the next day he sent me a whole bunch of books that he has in tapes. But he texted me all the time. Why? Because I did something kind.
Mm. Yeah. I agree with you. And I and you mentioned something else there that some people are very I mean they ignore, and that's the word volunteering. And I am confident of that because I've done it in my life and I've reaped benefits from it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I do. I know. I agree with you. Okay, so to those who may be joining us now or those who get to listen to this show once it's over, you are on Book Talk at Book Place, and today's guest is Albert Corey with his book Increase Your Cash Flow While Drinking Coffee. I'm confident of this myself as the host that definitely these tricks, these ninja tricks shared by Albert Corey, I'm going to use them. Are you going to use them? And since this has only been a very short episode, we haven't touched a quarter of this book. Please go and get the book and learn more ninja tricks. Yeah, we are not over yet. We've got just a few more minutes and then we will be done with this show. Um, you are talking, and before this show was over, and I'm sure of this, you talked about repurposing everything. And this is in your book, by the way.
Yeah.
I've seen this in your book. Repurposing everything. Give us some ninja tricks there.
Sure. Simple there, Mr. Anthony. This video, by the way, with your permission, will now be on Facebook. Right now, as we talk to it, it's on all 4 channels: Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen now? I'm going to take the same video. It's now going to be on a podcast. You just take the video; it's everywhere. And I'm going to chop up all the little shorts and turn them into Instagram Reels and Facebook. So it's all can be repurposed. So you could take this video and make enough content for forever.
That's good.
That's repurposing.
That's quite cool. Quite cool. And yeah, I'm also going to upload it on the podcast platforms. I could be that guy, but don't tell everyone. I could be that.
You know what really happens though, Mr. Anthony? Here's what I learned.
Oh, okay.
The true story is the people who are going to watch this on YouTube aren't the same people who are going to listen to it on your podcast.
Yeah.
Same people are watching this on the Facebook aren't the same people who are going to find you on YouTube. So you could take the same content and put it in 14 different places, upload it individually, and each ecosphere will treat you as a new person or as a new event.
Yeah, sure. I agree with you. And let me ask you a question, something that is ringing at the back of my mind. And I've just got to put it. You got me excited in this episode, let me tell you.
Thank you. That's my job, darling.
So this is what I was going to ask. We've talked about all those platforms. Maybe there is, but as I remember back, as we are discussing your book, you said you've got some new ones that you're going to, you are adding that are not in the book. But have you added TikTok to it?
Well, I do TikTok all the time. That's part of my, remember I said the new stuff? I've been doing that all the time. You can take the same, you can make the same short and put it on TikTok. The only difference right now is what I learned is, and the trick on TikTok, Facebook Reels, and YouTube Reels, same video. But here's the trick. TikTok has the watermark. You can't have that watermark or you're going to get whacked. But the trick is you got to put the top music on each platform. Because for whatever reason, they're pushing your video based on the music, whether it's YouTube Shorts, which I got into the last few weeks, YouTube Shorts, Facebook Reels, or TikTok. It's all being pushed based on their top music of the day.
That's beautiful. I was. Now you see, you floored everyone here, and nobody was going to expect you that you're on TikTok.
And by the way, I'm not the dancing machine. I just sit there, take the same video, and just rock and roll for 45 seconds.
That's good. So you know that not the dancing machine. Okay, now we may not exhaust everything that Albert has here on this episode. So you'd better follow up with Albert Corey at www.acorey.com and get entertained and get educated about the ninja tricks. But before you even do that, please go get his book. Go get his book now.
And can I tell you an easy? I'm tell you the next ninja trick to end this, Anthony. Okay. You can get my book at ready for this one? Type this down: taxmanbook.com.
Taxmanbook.com.
And you know why it's the ninja trick? Can I give you my next ninja trick of all time? Because if you're waiting for you to sell your books, everybody, to go to find Albert Corey on Amazon, God bless you. It ain't happening. But if you connect your book or books to a domain and forward it, guess what? Boom. People can find your books instantly. No stress. Taxmanbooks.com.
Example?
Right. That's the example. Go to taxmanbook.com.
Taxmanbook.com. Oh, that drives us to your book. Oh, okay. Yes. We get it.
We're going to find my book, Mr. Anthony. If you go, go on Amazon and type Albert Corey. God bless you. You're going to be, my good buddy Bill Walsh says, do you want to be rich or do you want to be poor?
Be rich. Be rich.
And you can be rich by doing simple stuff. That's my motto for success.
Wow, that's beautiful. Oh, beautiful. So once again, That's we are very honored that you're here, Albert Corey, and thank you very much for all the tricks that you shared with us. We are very honored to have you here. Really honored to have you here, and thank you for writing a book because many more are going to get ideas, the tricks, and the inspiration from what you share in your book. So we really appreciate you for that. A reminder to all the viewers or the listeners, go to www.acory.com and connect with Albert. And we are just about to come to the end of this show. That is Book Talk at Bookplace. That's bookplacemedia.com. But before we go, we always want our guests to leave us with a few things that we must always remember. Which are they, Albert?
Okay. First of all, thank you, Anthony. This show is probably one of the best times I had doing this, and I do a lot of presentation. I guess what you got to do, success is you got to go out and do it. You know, in reality, you got to go. At the end of the day, there's so many events out there. It could be virtual. If you're living in a hole in the middle of the Amazon, I met people. Is it just so many events? You got to show up, and showing up is half the battle. You know, when you show up, good things will always happen.
Mm-hmm.
You'll meet new people, make new connections, and that's the key to success is showing up. And it ain't no hard to do. And quit making excuses. Just get it to be like Nike. Just do it.
Just do it. Just show up and do it. Oh,
Yes, sir.
this has been one of the greatest episodes. And thanks to Albert Corey for being a great guest, being an author, and giving us everything that he didn't give us everything. Go and follow out and know much more of what he has.
Can I say one more thing? If you want to learn everything about Albert, one of my ninja tricks is you got to go to acory.com. That nobody needs a website. Okay, everybody needs to go to acory.com and book a time with me because I will show you how you can get all this done. And that's how he built my tax business from $10 to global brand.
Beautiful. And I have nothing more to add to that. Now, because Anthony and Albert, oh, I didn't realize that we have both A's. We are A material. Because Anthony and Albert have got to go to some online events happening. We're going to go now. Bye. Bye for now.
Bye, everybody.
And
sharing is caring. Sorry. Let me end this thing. Sharing is caring. If you're seeing us on Facebook and watching this and YouTube, sharing is caring, and that's the key to success.
Sharing is caring. Go share this and let's meet. Okay, you know one of the places we are going to meet after this with Albert. So we could meet there. Remember to say, oh, yeah, I saw you. Bye for now. Bye. Thank you very much, Albert. Thank you, and God bless you.
Yep.
Bye.